What if everything you believed about human beings was a comfortable lie? We tell ourselves that people are good, that kindness is natural, that deep down everyone wants the best for each other. But science disagrees. Psychology disagrees. History disagrees. Today, we're not here to make you feel good. We're here to show you the truth, 5 dark facts about human nature that most people spend their entire lives running away from. Stay till the end, because the last one hits the hardest. Fact 1. Most people don't actually want you to succeed. Start with the one that stings the most. When you win, most people around you don't feel happy. They feel threatened. This isn't an opinion. This is a documented psychological phenomenon called benign envy. And its darker cousin, malicious envy. Studies show that when someone close to us achieves something, a promotion, a new car, a better relationship, our brain doesn't automatically celebrate. It compares. It calculates. It feels a quiet discomfort that we almost never admit out loud. Why? Because human beings are wired for status. For thousands of years, your survival depended on your rank in the group. Someone rising above you wasn't just inspiring, it was a biological threat. So what do people do with that feeling? They don't attack you openly. That's too obvious. Instead, they downplay your wins. They say you got lucky. They go quiet when you share good news. They subtly discourage you from trying again. And the worst part? They do this while genuinely believing they support you. This is why your circle matters more than your talent. The people who smile when you win are rare. Protect them. Fact to humans are naturally selfish, and that's not a bug, it's a feeder. We've been taught since childhood that selfishness is wrong. That good people put others first. That sacrifice is noble. But here's the uncomfortable truth: selfishness is not a moral failure. It's a survival mechanism that's been running in the human operating system for over 200,000 years. Psychologists call it self-interest bias. Every decision you make, even the ones that look generous, is filtered through the question, what do I get out of this? You donate to charity? It makes you feel good, which is a reward. You help a friend move? You expect reciprocity, consciously or not. You're kind to strangers? Social approval is still a payoff. This doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you human. The problem is when we pretend we're purely altruistic. Because that self-deception blinds us to our real motivations, and that's when we make decisions that hurt us and others. The most self-aware people in the world don't fight their self-interest. They understand it. They use it honestly. And they build relationships where both people benefit, not just one. Note your real motivations. That's not selfishness. That's clarity. Fact 3. People follow the crowd. Even when the crowd is wrong, there's a question. If everyone around you jumped off a bridge, would you? Your answer is probably no. But your brain's answer is more complicated. In 1951, psychologist Solomon Asch ran a now famous experiment. Participants were shown 2 lines, one clearly longer than the other. When asked which was longer, alone, almost everyone got it right. But when surrounded by actors who all gave the wrong answer, 75% of people, 3 out of 4, went along with the crowd at least once, even when they could see the correct answer with their own eyes. This is called conformity bias, and it controls more of your life than you realize. The clothes you wear, the opinions you hold, the career you chose, the beliefs you call your own. How many of them did you actually choose, and how many did the crowd hand to you? Human beings evolved as tribal creatures. Being rejected by the group meant death. So the brain developed a powerful shortcut: when in doubt, do what everyone else is doing. The result? Most people never develop an original thought in their lifetime. They inherit beliefs, follow trends, and call it identity. The rare few who think independently aren't just different. They're fighting biology itself. And that's exactly why independent thinkers change the world while the crowd watches. Fact for we judge others harshly but excuse ourselves. Constant scolding about the last time someone cut you off in traffic. You probably thought, what a terrible driver. What's wrong with that person? Now think about the last time you cut someone off. You probably thought, I was in a hurry. I didn't mean to. It was an accident. Same action. Completely different judgment. This is called a fundamental attribution error, one of the most well-documented biases in all of psychology. When other people make mistakes, we blame their character. When we make mistakes, we blame the situation. This one bias is responsible for more broken relationships, more workplace conflicts, more wars, and more personal suffering than almost anything else in human history. Because when you always assume the worst about others and the best about yourself, you stop growing. You stop taking responsibility. You become the person who is always right and always wrong. The most emotionally intelligent people in the world have trained themselves to flip this. When others fail, ask, what situation might have caused this? When you fail, ask, what character flaw allowed this? That simple reversal will transform your relationships, your leadership, and your life. Fact 5. Most people are living on autopilot and will never wake up. This is the darkest one. And the most important. Neuroscience tells us that approximately 95% of human behavior is unconscious, automatic, habitual. That means most of what you do every single day, how you react, what you say, what you believe, how you treat people is not a choice. It's a program, running in the background, written by your childhood, your environment, your trauma, your culture. Most people wake up, scroll the same apps, have the same arguments, dream the same dreams they'll never chase, and go to sleep. And they'll do this for 30, 40, 50 years and call it a life. They're not lazy. They're asleep. And the system, social media, entertainment, consumerism, is specifically designed to keep them that way. Because a conscious human being is dangerous. A conscious human being asks questions, builds things, refuses to be managed. The 5% who wake up don't become successful by accident. They do it by confronting these dark truths, including the ones about themselves. They see their own selfishness, their own conformity, their own double standards, and they choose differently. You're watching this video. That alone puts you in a different category. The question is, what will you do with what you now know? 5 Dark Facts about Human Nature. Most people will hear these and move on. They'll go back to their comfortable stories about how good everyone is, how fair the world is, how they're the exception. But you're not here to be comfortable. You're here to rise. Share this video with someone who can handle the truth. Subscribe to Rise with Facts, because this channel doesn't give you what you want to hear. It gives you what you need to hear. I'll see you in the next one.